Good evening. I hope that this finds you doing well. As you know, we are on day 3 of our silent minute, a prayer for peace. I wanted to share with you some information going back into history about this silent minute. And while many believe that it began in 1940 during the relentless blitz of Nazi Germany on the British Kingdom, it actually goes back further when a young Wellesley Tudor Pole was fighting another battle in the mountains around Jerusalem in the early part of December of 1917. He and another British officer were discussing the war and all the possible aftermath, what might come of it. They were on the eve of another battle, and one of the men realized that his days on earth were to be shortened. He said, "I shall not come through this struggle. And like millions of other men in this war, it will be my destiny to go on now." And you, in speaking to Wellesley Tudor Pole, said, "You will survive and live to see a greater and more vital conflict fought out in every continent and ocean and in the air. And when that time comes, remember us. We shall long to play our part wherever we may be. Give us the opportunity to do so, for that war for us will be a righteous war. We shall not fight with material weapons then, but we can help you if you will let us. We shall be an unseen but mighty army. Give us the chance to pull our weight. You will still have time available as your servant." Excuse me. "Lend us a moment of it each day, and through your silence, give us an opportunity. The power of silence is greater than you know. When those tragic days arrive, do not forget us." Quite a lovely premonition, and I think it's fitting during these chaotic and unsettling times that we ourselves are faced, having to survive a year of confusion, misinformation, delusion, illusion, the optics on it, never knowing which way to go, what's left, what's right, what's up, what's down. So I'm asking, I'm asking you to join me tonight and every night for the next several nights in just a moment of silence, a prayer, speaking to our ancestors, to those brave men and women who fell before us, who fought many a battle, who are cheering us on, just as Maj Pole did in 1940. Let us do the same. Let us give rise and join our hearts and our souls to a moment of peace. Let's all take that moment and be united and see our country, no matter which country you're in, because there are so many that are fighting for identity, for a voice, for strength. So it doesn't matter what your belief system is, who you believe. But in order to find peace in our own hearts, we really need to reach out together and find peace for our planet. What what Winston Churchill did was a joint effort with the BBC back in November of 1940, and had the bells that had been silent because of the war. They had the bells broadcast of Big Ben to ring every night at 9 o'clock. That was the signal for their meditation, for their prayer to begin. And this was a minute that was observed on land, on sea, in the air, on the battlefields, in the air raid shelters, the hospitals, and even the prison camps. It cut across all boundaries. A interesting thing, if I can find that for you, not only was King George VI involved and supportive of this, as well Winston Churchill, but also their cabinet, and even our own at that time, President Roosevelt, was in favor. And oddly enough, the Nazi high command was well aware of that silent minute. At the end of the hostilities in Europe in 1945, a high-ranking German officer was quoted as saying, "During the war, you had a secret weapon for which we could find no countermeasure, and which we did not understand, but it was very powerful. It was associated with the striking of Big Ben at 9 each evening. I believe you called it the silent minute." So please, I ask you again, join with me right now, and let's take that silent minute to be of one heart, of one soul, of one purpose, to seek peace for Mother Earth, peace for our neighbors, our neighborhoods, our brothers and sisters, our loved ones, our friends. Let's take a moment. Hi, Buddha. Hi, Barbara. Thank you for stopping by and sharing your love and your energy. I appreciate it greatly. So, I hope you're doing well and staying out of trouble. As a tidbit of information to share, I recommend searching for the Maharishi effect. If you're not familiar with that, it goes back to the 70s. And they've done, I believe it's like 30 different studies about the Maharishi effect. In a nutshell, what they discovered is that in various cities where they had an approximate 1% of persons who were doing a nightly meditation on the notion of peace, that the crime rates went down drastically. Murders went down, assault went down, robberies went down. Too bad it was short lived. But yeah, check out the Maharishi effect. And then, of course, the Silent Minute. I will be doing this again tomorrow night and sharing a little bit more information about Major Pole, and the Silent Minute, and praying for peace. And on that note, I love you. Mitakoe Washin to all my relations. Bless you. See you on the other side.